just took a break. Okay. Now it's back to work. I made a way. That's the only way it works. I'm gonna walk this way till they put me in the
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the one and only Mr. Lartavian. Let's see Smitty, or just like the channel says, y'all, for the love of Airbnb. Man, y'all, I'm here right now, standing at a property that I purchased 2 years ago. Yes, y'all, I purchased this home right behind me 2 years ago, man. It's been a journey so far. It's killing the game on Airbnb. Such a huge blessing. I also bought this house subject to, if you remember, like I showed you in the other video, I bought this house as a subject to, as my first house, and I didn't use a bank. I didn't use a bank at all. I didn't have to go through no lenders and all that other stuff, y'all. And what's cool about this particular property too, right? Not only did I subject to the one behind me, but I also didn't come out of pocket with no money. Yes, no moolah. No money was brought down when I got this house. So I basically didn't pay anything. I just picked up where the owner was paying the payments, and I just continued from there. And just like that, y'all, I've been Airbnb-ing this thing. And I mean, when I tell y'all, I got a lot of heat for y'all today, I mean it. Even though it's freezing cold out here, man, look, y'all better hit that like and that subscribe button. I'm gonna hit straight into it because it's freezing, y'all. Yes, as you can see, like I've been telling y'all, it's been a cold front for the last 2 or 3 days, man. So it's, I don't know the temperature. I think it's probably like, maybe like 20-something degrees. I don't know, 30-something degrees, whatever. We'll figure that out, right? But I'm letting y'all know it's freezing. So if you see me with my hands going in my pocket, it just simply means I'm getting cold, and I'm still trying to make this content for y'all because look, y'all know me. Mr. Let's Eat Smitty gonna bring the content. I'm gonna bring the flavor. I'm gonna bring the style. I'm gonna do it in all type of ways like you've never seen it before. Let's go. All right, let's get straight to it, y'all. So number one, let me break something down to y'all. I had this crazy idea. Y'all know I'm a cybersecurity engineer. I had this crazy idea at work today, right? We got about 11 days until February 1st, 2025. My idea that popped up in my head was, hey, how about you push for 500 subscribers? Yes, you guys know I'm trying to get monetized. I want to go ahead and push for the 500 subs, man. And I told myself I want to do it in the next 11 days before February 1st, 2025. We're going to make that happen. That's why I'm out here right now. And for me, I'm going to tell y'all how I'm going to do it. So this video going to be about how I'm going to do that, and also as well as a little bit more about this property. So to start, right, how I'm going to do that, to try to push to 500 subscribers in 11 days, y'all, what I want to do is post twice a day. I want to when I say twice a day, I want to do 2 long forms. Yes, 2 long form videos a day. Usually I've been doing it once a day, but I want to do 2 a day. And also too, y'all, I found out something a little bit with the algorithm. See, I've been doing a little studying, right? And what I learned and discovered is it's all about consistency. Not only is it all about consistency, y'all, but what plays a major role with something that's helping for me is the shorts. Yes, the YouTube shorts. Y'all, the YouTube shorts is really doing something to my algorithm, or like Mr. B said, to my audience. I've been seeing a huge change in my views, and just a lot of people just increasing the watch hours, but most importantly, my subscribers. The subscribers are going completely up. It's going completely crazy just because of the shorts. So for me, right, I told myself, hey, Smitty, let's take it another level. Like I told y'all, I've been in the Airbnb game for 5 years. Yes, 5 years in the Airbnb game, y'all. So I done been through it all, from the worst to the best. So I did something, y'all. I can't lie. I looked into my camera roll, right, on my phone. And by the way, I do got the new iPhone 15 Pro Max, 1 terabyte. I'm gonna tell y'all next about what's going on with my phone that I'm recording from. But y'all, man, so out of those 5 years I've been in the Airbnb game, man, I had about 11,000 videos in my phone. Now, mind you, remember, see, when it comes to Airbnb and also when it comes to YouTube, I'm playing catch up. You guys got to remember, I've been through everything for 5 years, from moving hot tubs, from adding properties, losing properties, whatever you name it. But one of the things I did a good job at is documenting my journey through the entire way on my Facebook stories, on my Instagram stories, and then some of it on the TikTok too, but more than anything, I put out a lot of stories. So what I'm telling y'all is, for me, I had this crazy idea at work, and I was like, look, I'm gonna post 20 reels or 20 shorts. I'm gonna post 20 shorts a day. Yeah, so for the next 11 days, y'all, 20 shorts a day is gonna get posted. Some of my shorts been getting over like 3,000 views. It's been going crazy. People showing me love. Man, I can't even begin to like think of like how that was gonna happen, right? So something else that I noticed that was a real big impact here recently, man. Yesterday, I posted, you know, just having a dream house with Key. You know, my lady, you know, we decided we was gonna, you know, build our dream home, $1 million dream home at that. And man, that sparked up a lot. But on top of that, when I posted those shorts, man, it really took it to another level. And I actually got 52, yes, 52 subscribers in one day, y'all. Man, that ain't even the best of it, y'all. Again, I'm giving y'all a free game right now, and I'm just letting y'all know what's happening to my channel and how y'all need to be doing the same thing. But not only did I get 52 subscribers, look at that, I can't even talk. 52 subscribers in one day. But something else that I noticed, y'all, and it really just took me by surprise. Every single day since I've been on YouTube, meaning when I took it serious, last year, what was it? Last year on Christmas Eve, when I posted my first video, every day after that, y'all, not only have I posted a video, but I noticed that I gained subscribers every single time, y'all. And if y'all remember, me and my son, we popped that confetti on them 100 subs, and it's been game over ever since, y'all. So that's something I'm looking forward to. I just want to bring the energy on that, man, and let y'all know, come on, man, help your boy out. You know, I ain't out here begging, but I wanted to put it on camera to make sure y'all know that it's real. Let me adjust it because I like having a house in the back. But I wanted to put it on camera to make sure y'all know that it's real and it's the real deal. And that's how I'm coming, man. I'm putting my foot to the pedal. I'm pushing it out. I'm pumping out content like never before. And I'm giving y'all the raw, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is. I'm going to give y'all all the Airbnb content that I possibly can. All right, y'all. Now, let's go ahead and hop into the real goods of this property right here behind me, y'all. So, little backstory, man. Let me take y'all down the memory lane. For this house behind me, right, I was a cop, y'all. I used to be a cop, you know, a few years ago. And during this time, man, I met this guy who used to own this house, who I bought the house from. Him and his wife, right? This guy, he was a cop as well, but he was in the military at the time. And I was a civilian police officer, but I was still working on the base. I was an SRO, school resource officer, right? Having a good time. Now, I was always posting my content, like I told you before, my stories and everywhere else, and I didn't really post it on YouTube. Well, the crazy thing about this is I was blowing up on Facebook a lot. I would get a lot of recommendations, a lot of referrals where people telling me, hey, can you Airbnb my home, you know? So for this particular house, y'all, about 3 years ago, actually, 3 years ago, the person that I met, the guy who actually owned the house at the time, right? He actually overheard me talking about Airbnb to someone else, and he was like, you know what, man, I'm about to pull my house off the market. We can't sell it, and we also know that we're leaving, and we don't want to get no long-term renter in there. Like, Smitty, you think you would be able to Airbnb it out? What? Me? Y'all, of course. Why not, right? So we start having a conversation. We going back and forth. He telling me all about it and stuff like that too. And I'm like, at the time, y'all, I had just became a realtor too, you know, not too long ago. So I'm like, yo, what's the address? He gives me the address. After he give me the address, I look it up and I'm like, oh my God, yes. Y'all, this house is located in a very, very good side of town in Colorado. Like a very, very, well, Colorado Springs to be exact. It's in a very good side of town, good area. And I just knew right away, y'all. It's a 4-bed. So he started showing me the pictures, man, and I just knew from there, y'all. I told him, yep, let me get on it. You know, I think I was probably at like, I think I was probably at about 6 Airbnbs at the time. So it got to the point where him and his wife was taking off, you know. I came over to look at it, and I remember walking through this property, man, and I instantly fell in love with it. I fell in love with it. I knew it was going to be a banger. I knew I was going to be able to rent this thing out and just get a lot for, you know, just a lot just for the nights I rented out. So fast forward, man, I rented it out for about a year, y'all. And then the opportunity came by. Oh, look at it. Look, the camera rocking and all, man. So, told y'all the wind blowing, it's freezing out here too. But anyway, y'all, they took off and man, yeah, the opportunity presented itself. When I say the opportunity presented itself, I'm gonna have to hold the phone, man, because of the wind. Look at it, y'all. But the opportunity presented itself, y'all. So what I had to do, man, I jumped on the opportunity to where I started renting the house out for about a year. And then 2023, because again, this was 3 years ago. So 2023 came around, y'all. And I was like, hey, man, y'all never thought about selling it again, still, anything? He was like, nah. And he was like, we actually don't really want it. We don't want to keep it. And guess what I asked him, y'all? I had just found out, and I just learned about it. Subject to. Yes, subject to. This is when the game changed for me, y'all, because I got information and knowledge from someone, and I started asking around, and I learned what subject to was and how I got this house. All right, y'all, change of plans. Man, I had to bring it in the house. I had to bring it in the house because it's just way too cold out there, man. My ears are freezing. My hands are freezing. And, yeah, y'all, I just didn't want to stay out there, man, because it was just freezing. But back to the video. Like I said, man, so this was my first subject to opportunity. I came into it, was able to go ahead and snag the property, man. It was such an effortless process to just go through everything, too. When I got out my documents online and did what I needed to do, like I said, the prior owner was like, man, Smitty, I really don't want the house. You already been renting it out. You've been doing Airbnb. So if you want to just go ahead and, take it over, just do that, And I was like, bet, right? Now, mind you guys, at this time, I had no idea. Yes, that's right. I had no idea that I was getting a deal. When I say getting a deal, most people that do subject to homes, y'all, they have to put some type of money down. Now, when I say money down, it's usually situations to where when you're putting the money down, you're having to pay money down to catch up the payments. A lot of times subject to works, it works well when owners are really in distress, like the first video I made about it. But with this particular situation, it was different. And this is why I say, man, this is all God, because I was already making the mortgage payments because I was giving him, a little bit for what it was worth on the mortgage or whatever. And from there, he was making the payments. So all the payments was caught up. I didn't have to catch up on any payments. And I was just able to basically just get the deed over into my LLC. And from there, I continued on. And then also like I said, from there, y'all, I continued on. And it's been such a great process. I just continued renting the property out. It's been a fulfilling feeling so far. I've gained some equity in the home. Like I said, since I was able to buy the house at where the mortgage was left off of, and it's been a few years now, I got a good amount of equity in here. So if I really did want to turn around and sell this house, I can do that, right? And with me being a realtor, that makes it even better because I can pocket more money in my pocket, which is also leading me to my next point, what I wanted to discuss in this video today. And I wanted to give y'all a lot of free game. We're going to talk about how much I made this month so far on this property. Yes, how much money I've actually made this month so far on this property. I do have to remember it is slow season. When I say slow season, that simply means that you have to get super strategic and creative with this time of the year, because we are in January, the beginning of the year. People travel sometimes, but not as much. And then also too, it's a couple things I have to do to be able to generate enough revenue to not only cover the mortgage and then also the other bills, but I also want to get a chance to be able to pocket some money. So before we get into that and me explaining to you how much I made this month so far, I want to tell you guys about the slow season a little bit deeper when it comes to Airbnb. Because see, I think I had about 6 bookings this month so far. I'll pull it up and then, I'll walk you guys through it and have it on the screen while I'm talking about it too, because I have to kind of look back and forth. But with the slow season, when it comes to Airbnb, some of the things that you have to realize you have to do is drop your prices. I'm here to tell you, and I'm not even going to lie, y'all, for this property, yes, I've dropped the prices. For me, this is a 4-bed and a 3-bath. I've went all the way down to about, I want to say like $75 or $80. But guess what though, y'all? See, this is all about strategy. You got to remember, man, I'm giving y'all this free game. I'm giving y'all the real, the raw, the truth, the ugly, just good and bad, right? The thing is, though, since I have so many properties, when I drop the price, like on this particular property, people can book for longer. Or when I say drop my prices down to that cheap, you got to think I'm competing with people that have like a condo or a little a townhome of some sort. But they can't compete with me because of the amenities and different things I got in the home. So when I drop my prices, I can actually afford to get it at $75, $80 a night during the weekday. So yes, let's rewind a little bit because I don't want y'all to get too far ahead of me, because I really need y'all to understand this. When I say I drop my prices, I drop them super low to $75 or $80 throughout the weekday. Not on the weekend, right? On the weekend, I'm usually pushing for at least like anywhere from $100 and up. Now, if I do have to go down to 95, I don't mind it. It's just that I'll wait till those exact few days, maybe like until it's getting closer to the weekend or if it's on the actual weekend day. But what this does is, y'all got to understand, what this does is it creates longer bookings. I'll put the picture back up again so you can see it. But since I lowered my pricing, the bookings are actually longer and people are actually inclined to stay more. And it's a lot of tactics and tools you can use. Again, y'all, I've been doing this for 5 years, man. I'm going to give you the truth. Some of the things I can do is when I lower my prices, I can also ask a guest if they want to stay longer. So if they want to stay longer, I can even drop it down, maybe even lower to $70 because I already got a longer booking for them already. Like, let's say like 5 nights. But then I can say, hey, y'all want to stay again an extra night? I'll give you half off. I'll even say something like that. Hey, the price might be $120, but I'll give you another night for $60. But see, they've already paid a decent size amount. And what I don't want to do, right, which in terms, this helped me save on the cleaning fees, y'all. Being here of dropping the price helped me save on the cleaning fees. Now, I know you're asking, well, Smitty, what do you mean save on your cleaning fees? First, what that does is, y'all, the guests get to extend the extra night. And once they extend the extra night, there's more money that just came in my pocket because I offered that 50% off. But then also, too, the cleaners don't have to go that same day because now they can go clean another property for that same day. And then after that, right, that just saves me more time, effort, energy, and money. So when I'm paying my cleaners. Y'all, it's such a brilliant idea. And I tell people they don't think about these things. And the glory about this is when you got multiple properties, right, you can do this with more than one property to actually bring you more money in your pocket. So net income, it increases that way by lowering your by lowering your prices, but also too, not only lowering those prices, but being strategic about it by letting the guests know, hey, we can extend you if you can, just because we will be able to make it work out. Now, also too, I do want to get a little deeper though, because yes, not only are we lowering the prices and asking them do they want to stay longer, but right now with the cold front, and just like I'm showing y'all like how cold it is and with all the snow, right? Now these guests might want to stay these extra nights, right? Because of the cold front, or it might just be snowing way too much. So who would want to go somewhere else when you can just extend your stay half off and then now the prices are lower? So this is why I tell you guys, in Airbnb and with this property specifically and my market, when you lower your prices, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you have to be very strategic about it. If you're not strategic about it, you'll do what a lot of other hosts and a lot of other people run into. They run into the issue of lowering their price, and then they don't have enough to even cover their mortgage or rent, what they're supposed to pay for the month, because they don't know these type of strategies that you need to implement or do to make sure it works out like it needs to work out. Also too, y'all, another big part of when it comes to lowering your prices, what everything really has to deal with is using a pricing strategy, an actual website. See, for me, right, I use what they call beyond pricing. I use beyond pricing because what beyond pricing does is it does all the pricing stuff for me, meaning I literally do not have to worry about anything. I set a minimum and I also set a base price. Now there's a difference between the two, but it's gonna make sense to how I'm explaining y'all why you need to lower your prices and how it handles it for me. So let's start with the minimum price. That minimum price goes back down to that $75 or $80 $75, $80 a night when it drops the price on its own, because it's getting close to where nobody is booked. And during the weekday, I have it set to where it drops it and then it actually tracks it for me. But also too, I have what we call a base price. A base price could be anywhere from like, let's say like, I don't know, like 150 or 180. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna balance it out between the two, even for future dates. So that way, somebody's not booking down the line, like a month down the line for $75 a night on a weekday in a month in advance. See, I don't want that. And you shouldn't want that, because what happens is you'll just continue to have low bookings, and then you run back into that same problem that I said a lot of other hosts being able to pay the rent or mortgage payment. And that's literally how people go out of business every single time. Now, to even add on to that too, I want to go just a little bit more deeper. See, when you have your base price set and you have your minimum price set and you use a pricing website, what it allows you to do is it also allows you to keep your calendar open for like 2 months. See, I only keep my calendar open like 2 months ahead for that very reason. See, we know that right after this, we got spring, summer, and everything else coming up, right? Those are the best times in Airbnb, y'all. Again, we're in a slow season now, but when we start moving up into like March, April, May time frame, y'all, it gets crazy. This is when I make pretty much this year coming up, I will definitely have a 6-figure month, my first time ever at Airbnb. So this is why it's important to have that pricing website in place, but also to utilize that to the T and keep your calendar booked out, keep your calendar closed off if it's like 4 months in advance. I usually like to keep it only 2 months ahead. That way, as soon as we start clearing up with these slow seasons, y'all, and these slow months, then that's when I actually open up my minimum, but also too, I raise my base price. And then that's how you start getting the outrageous bookings that you guys see that I'm always posting and explaining to you guys. So with that being said, man, I just want to give y'all a little free game of this property. It's going to be part 1 of the first side of this video, where I want to tell y'all a little bit about the pricing, how everything works, and also too, to close it out. So we got a grand total of $3,433.08, y'all. Listen, that is amazing, man. With it being the slow season, the mortgage here is around $2,300. So, you know, give or take $2,300. So we got a good little spread, y'all, from $2,300 mortgage, and then the bills, you know, as far as like heat, lights and stuff like that, probably another like $200. So we still looking at about $25. So we still, you know, got a good spread on it, y'all. This is what I'm saying, man. And look, I ain't the best at math. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30. I told you I ain't the best at math. So around about $700, $800. $800 still was able to make, and that's during the slow season. I tell people all the time, during the slow season, man, you got to take what they give you, but you got to be strategic about it. Those ways that I just talked to y'all about will definitely help you, get there. So, and y'all got to bear with me, man. This video is super funny to me because I'm going to have to chop it up and edit it so much, man. My phone is so full, y'all. I'm literally deleting apps off my phone because I'm trying to make sure that I get this thing recorded and chopped up the right way. But again, man, just be on the lookout for this other video right behind it where I'm going to walk y'all through it and show you guys why I purchased this property, and it all makes sense why I drop my nights so low sometimes and use strategy. Let's go.